It's Week 9 of the NFL. And featured this week is their...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here we go. Start.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The Giants had 1-6 now. But they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Howell down to throw it. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Howe will throw it.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third and 1. Howe's going to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Here's Howe.
Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sam Howell, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Get it.
The throwing again is Stroud. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw is taken in by Waddle.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Complete to Mooney on the slant.
Touchdown, Texans.
Darnell Mooney.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now they go play action with Howell.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. C.J. Stroud ready to lead the Texans on their next drive.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Cowboy 80. Roll.
Stroud off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That's taken on the 25. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Howell.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And shutting him off now open field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
They'll go play action. Howell.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown!
Aaron Gray.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Got it. Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And the catch made by Hopkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
70.
Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, it's Stroud.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Possession switching back to the New York Giants.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing here, Howell.
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 34.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Completed to Hyatt.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Howell to throw. Looking Hyatt's way once again.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. That's the 24-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Back to throw, Howell. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
It's Howell with another throw.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Howell on the QB sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Sam Howell
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Giants have moved out in front.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Alert!
Stroud. And this will be caught by Mooney.
7 yards there and a first down.
Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Stroud working out of the gun. That's complete to Mooney.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here goes Stroud again.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense.
They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Run. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
36 yards on the play.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On the ground with a tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Adam Troutman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And Howell will throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on a hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Howell from the gun.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Check. Roll.
Stroud off the play fake.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Bronco switch. Hey. Unlock right. Right.
Up the middle they go. Rudd.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That is caught. He's into space past the 25.
Touchdown, Houston.
Darnell Mooney.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Howell.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Howell down to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Let's go.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
The throwing again is Stroud. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. But that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run again here with Gray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the ground, it's Gray. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Throwing here, Howell.
And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
They'll go play action. Howell
rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Another throw for Howell.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Aaron Gray
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Howell throwing for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 35-yard line.
Check, Panthers. Check, check.
Now a handoff up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Agnew now to return. Powerful running. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. completing the quick throw out wide.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a giant first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Still first down.
Back to throw. Howell. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now throwing on first down here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Faking the handoff. Howell
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Here's Howell.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
For the lead, here's third and goal. And Howell will throw it.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Howell on the QB sneak.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a giant jumped early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
Now Howell. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller from 8 yards out. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down 34-31, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Roll.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Gray. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go now.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how